Does anyone not know what school fees is? So we all know what school fees is, right? An old boss of mine gave me this term. He had lost 1.2 million rand on a deal. And 1.2 million rand is a lot of rent. Those are some really nice Prada shoes and maybe 2 bags because it's so expensive. So he lost a lot of money, but he learned a lot, so he called it school fees. So in business, you're going to fail. We don't like it, it's going to happen. The point is to fail strategically. You're not supposed to fail holistically, like in every aspect of your business, but fail strategically in that, okay, so this didn't work, so how do I make it better? How do I go back to the drawing board? What have I learned? It's called the lessons learned. So if you take your failure and you use it to learn something, then you grow from that. I've failed many times. I'm 21 years old. That's funny, I'm 21. Can you prove otherwise? S&M, which is my business that I work under, is going on its 5th year next year. However, this is my 3rd business. Other businesses didn't make it past a year and a half. So what was so different? I started doing business in 2006. So I've been trial and erroring, learning since 2006 until now, where I've taken those failures, because it's easy to fail and then go, I give up. But it's another thing to fail and say, you know what, this wasn't nice, but what did I do wrong? And if it's not me, what have I learned? And then now you have a business that you can sustain, and you have knowledge that you can impart to others. So when you fail, and sometimes in business you fail, you lose money, manage it as school fees rather than a loss. Try not to fail, but it will happen in some aspect. Me and my cats. Okay, have we heard this term, work and life balance? Never. So this is a clean slate. Have you heard? Okay, so this is a myth. There is no way on God's green earth that you're going to give 50-50 and it's going to make a lovely 100. It's not possible. It was a lovely philosophy. It would have been great if it incorporated the human factor, but the truth is there is no way. When you're in business, what you're looking for is life and work transition. It's being able to, here I am working, and when I have to go to work, to transition into that. There's no off switch that I switch off and now I'm a mom. It doesn't happen like that. I can't balance it. I transition. Sometimes the business is going to need you more. And sometimes the home front is going to need you more. It's just to know when I'm in the business, when it's business time, to put in 100% in their business. And when it's time to transition into home, and even if home is literally just 20%, that 20%, you give 100% of who you are in that 20%. You can't. Just don't kill people, please. Husband, I know you work with your wives and she's planned your funeral. Please, don't kill people. It's very tempting. See, I run a business, I work with people, I work with people's businesses, but I'm not a robot. I don't live in a vacuum. Sometimes people bring their businesses and it triggers my issues. And sometimes I don't want to do this. Sometimes I just want to be home, curled up on the couch watching Fancy Nancy with my daughter, because now she uses the word splendiferous. Yesterday I was told, Mom, you make splendiferous noodles. So if ever you need splendiferous noodles, call me. Yes, because she's in this phase. Fancy Nancy uses fancy words. So my daughter, she's 5. She thinks she's Fancy Nancy. It's okay to take a break. It's not okay to quit. Sometimes you just need to step back and understand that what you can control, you control. What you cannot control, you manage. And most of the time in our business, we need to understand that we need to manage more than we need to control. All right? You Martha or Arthur. So you have to understand what your purpose is in your life and in your business, and merge the two. and you are enough. That's one of the things we struggle with in business, is you may be exceedingly educated, you may be exceedingly experienced or not. We all get to a point where we feel like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I know enough. I don't know if, I always have a moment. Let me look at the camera. Moment. A moment of anxiety when I get a new client, because this is new territory. And this person, like she said, is bringing their baby to me. This is their heart. This is their passion. This is their bread and butter. And I need to speak into this and empower them to run it to whatever its purpose for its greatness. And there's always that moment of, oh, am I equipped to do this? And I always have to fall back on, my lessons learned and remind myself. Remember, I don't have a PA yet. Can't afford one. So it's correct. So I have to be my own PA. And I also have to be my own cheerleader and say, look, yes, you are. Sit and listen and strategize. It's what you do. It's what you love. It's who you are. But I can only get to that because I know who I am. I know what I'm passionate about. And knowing who I am, I'm comfortable in my skin. For some people, they might say, you're just too happy. I can't. I'm happy. It's who I am. I still get to do what I love every day because I know I'm enough in what I'm doing. And where I feel like I could improve, I go and I find how can I improve, and I improve. So you find your purpose in your life. Oh, I like this one. So this is me. This is whom you're meeting. The life and business strategist who's now playing the role of a motivational speaker. You will meet me in my office and I'm a life and business strategist. You'll meet me on the street with a bouncy 5-year-old with big cheeks and I'm a mom. There's so many different versions of me. And it doesn't make me two-faced. It means in every situation I'm able to adapt. And that's what you need to do. You walk into to go make business with trade unions. You need to have that good voice. Chief, sign the contract. Whatever it is. That doesn't mean you're faking it. It means this is the version of you that needs to get that business. Be honest. That doesn't mean don't be honest. Be honest about who you are. But be able to adapt to different environments. And every version of who you are is just what your business needs. So the professional, very serious, pay me my money, me, is as important as the laughing, dancing, I need to be happy, I need to get off this excess energy me. Every version of you is important. And you can't lose yourself if you exist in everything. One of the things I struggled with is this word, the fixer. It has taken me 4 years in business to actually claim this for myself. Okay, 3, because I did it last year. Reason being, I felt, if you watch TV, if you watch TV, you've watched The Fixer, Olivia Pope. She sleeps with the president, I don't. Or any president. And plus the presidents don't look like the one on TV.
Yes.
So it's not as enticing. So she's a strategist. She's a strategist that fixes political issues, right? And I loved who she was, and I loved who, how she did her work and how dedicated she was, even with her mistakes and her moral dilemmas. And I thought, okay, can I step into those shoes? What is it that I want to fix? And am I comfortable in being the fixer? And it took me a while to say, actually, yes. So if you bring a problem, whether it's a life issue or it's a business issue, my job is to empower you to fix it by fixing you. That's what I do. Because at the end of the day, it's not my life, it's yours. So if I fix it, and you're not empowered to fix it, when you have the similar problem at some point in your life, you're going to come back to me, which I don't mind the money. But I'd rather you come to me with a different problem. Growth pains. Yeah, I used to hear a lot about growth pains growing up, but it was just me getting fat. But anyway, you cannot grow sitting at the same comfort zone. A new and better world exists at the end of your comfort zone. And for those of you who've been part of this program, you've realized that had you done what you've been doing all these years, you wouldn't be where you are in your business now. Growth needs you to begin, to take a step forward, to commit to that step, and to conquer. The beginning, we always like, everybody dreams up of having a business. So it's very easy for everyone to begin. It's the commitment that's an issue. And that's where the crux of everything is. If you're going to begin, commit. You're never going to conquer quitting or leaving and not committing every time. That's the only way you conquer, is to commit. And it's the committing that's the frustrating part. Take it. Take that learning curve. There's a little proverb that says, if you're going to do the same thing over and over but expect a different outcome, then you're a fool. Don't be foolish. So important. So important in business. Sometimes it gets so day-to-day and so mundane and so depressing and so anxiety-filled because you're worried about, am I going to make enough at the end of the month to pay my workers? Are they going to pay in time? And all your personal demands. Know the difference between happiness and joy. Happiness, is dictated to by the environment. So I'm unhappy because they haven't paid me. But it doesn't take away from my joy, because I'm still joyful because I know my purpose, I know what I'm doing, I'm dedicated, and I love what I do. So yes, you haven't paid me, you're going to have to deal with me, but it doesn't take away from my joy. Find your joy. What makes you joyful? You have to find it, because funny enough, you're going to need that resource quite a lot, especially when business is hard. Especially, yes, they always tell you find your why. Sometimes your why is just, it's overwhelming. Find your joy. Find your joy. Oh, and laugh at yourself. You have to laugh at yourself. Because we're going to laugh at you and you're going to feel bad. But if you laugh at yourself, we laugh together. Learn to laugh. Because if you're serious all the time, this thing becomes burdensome. And you did this because you wanted something different, you wanted something better in your life. People don't like this one, but it's the truth. Happiness is a choice. You need to cultivate it. Yes, there are moments where you just can't. It's okay. Close the laptop, take a day off, take a step back, let things sort themselves and work on you. There is no point of you having this laptop open and working yourself to the bone and messing with your mental health to the point that it doesn't benefit your business anymore. You're killing your business. If it means you are unable to close it. Go to the beach, take a walk. It doesn't need that much money besides transport to get there. And then maybe 7 rand for that ice cream. Do that. Simple things. It's not going to buy an expensive thing. It's simple things that I just need to shut down for a minute, for a moment. Or I need to call someone and say, look, I'm unable to I can't think, I can't move, I have this issue. And sometimes you find that you weren't really looking for a solution, you just need an outlet, you already have the solution. And most of the time you already have the solution. It's just you're so boggled down with so many thoughts in your head. That was quick, thank you. So now, before you clap, this is the part where I make you hate me. And this is the part where my smile gets bigger. So I'm stepping out of my comfort zone because I realized that one of the things, like I said, a better life, a greater life, the greatness of your purpose exists at the end of your comfort zone. One of the things you may have experienced, I hate taking photographs. And I hate being videoized. I know, it's my phone. But I've decided to start a YouTube channel called The Fixer. The purpose of this YouTube channel is to speak on life and business strategies. I'm not the only one speaking. I'm going to be interviewing some business greats, some business, experienced business people to speak on specific issues with regards to business and how they overcame those, like, pricing and all that and selling and vice versa and blah, 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 blah. and life issues. So it's not just Ika going blah blah blah. It's you meeting people you've never met, people you know. Some are famous. Yes, I got famous friends. Some are famous. Some are only famous in my mind. Some are you actually. I've pinpointed. Some are you. Haha. Oh, not laughing now. Yeah, some are you. And the point is, it becomes a channel where aspiring entrepreneurs and those who are in business, who just need 10 minutes of someone who understands, 10 minutes when someone's speaking on a particular problem, who's made it past the problem, or is able to manage the problem, being able to hear that and give them some motivation, and give them some guidelines on how to get through that.